Hey guys, welcome back to Relish This Moment. Today's video, we're heading right out to the garden because we got a lot growing on, if you know what I mean. So we got a lot to take care of. It's funny how things go from seed to something large, and I am just surprised how quickly things are growing around here. Today's video is a sequel to pruning number 1. So today we will be talking about pruning. You can watch these out of order. They're not going to be filmed intentionally to be in order. They're just different angles of looking at pruning. And as I was pruning and relishing this moment, I had to make a part 2 of this series. This is pruning part 2, mint and lavender. Hey guys, I got my mint growing here, and I just want to show you a little bit about pruning that. And when we harvest, we are pruning so that they don't get flowers, but also for delicious tea. Okay, so right here, as you look at the plant, you can see that there are 2 little nodes growing, and also here and stuff. So I like to trim right above a set of those so that these little leaves that are about to come out will start to have more energy from the plant to go there, and then they'll sprout out. So then you get more branching. So here is an example of one that I have already branched out. You can see that this is where I cut before, and now 2 new branches are growing. So I'll have even more mint from one branch. Just like that. I'm going to cut right here because I got 2 little leaves coming out right there, and that will turn into branches. So that is where I'm going to cut. And as you can see, that's what it will look like, and new shoots will sprout. I've already cut that one too. Here's another example of where I cut and how they blossomed out. And that is how you take care of your mint and get more out of it. Guys, God wants you to get more out of what you got growing. So with gentle, careful pruning, may take away something off the top, but you know what? More will come because of it. Are you starting to see pruning as something that increases what you have? That's where I'm at today. Think of losing it as growing it. And today we are going to study a parable from the Bible that helps us understand pruning a little bit more. And if you guys don't know what a parable is, let me explain. A lot of times Jesus is speaking and he is trying to express to you in parables about life's spiritual matters, and the best way to describe it was using things that were familiar to us and telling a story in a way that we could understand. So Jesus creating these parables, these stories that he would tell us, was a way of making these things understandable but also very relatable. And I just love this one on pruning in John 15. And I wanted to take a deeper dive into this chapter from last week's video in this pruning part 2. This is the parable of the vine and the branches from John chapter 15. John 15 says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the farmer. Every branch in me that doesn't bear fruit, he takes away. Every branch that bears fruit, he prunes that it may bear more fruit. You are already pruned clean because of the word which I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I in you. As the branch can't bear fruit by itself unless it remains in the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. He who remains in me and I in him bears much fruit, for apart from me you can do nothing. If we remain in the Lord, in his word, and stay close to him, obeying him, trusting him, and having a relationship with him, he will remain in us, and we will start to branch out. John 15:5, where it says, I am the vine, you are the branches. He is the essence of the plant, and we are just the branches. We are being branched out. But as we remain in him, we bear more fruit. By pruning, when he is pruning us, we will bear more fruit. There'll be more to harvest. So stay close and stay attached to your Father, for he loves you and wants you to grow. Allow God to prune you, letting him branch you out into a more Christ-like character, so there'll be more fruit for the harvest. And now I'm over here by the lavender, pruning away. Well, harvesting if you want to look at it that way too. But basically last year at the end of the season, I cut down just above the wood so that new growth will come. And look, new sprouts from a dead thing. So for a while, pruning might feel like a dead thing, like all the branches are dying. But there is new growth coming, and the green will come. Hebrews 12:10 says, For our earthly fathers disciplined us for a few years, doing the best they knew how. But God's discipline is always good for us, so that we may share in his holiness. No discipline is enjoyable while it's happening. It's painful. But afterward, there will be a peaceful harvest of right living for those who are trained by its way. Guys, sometimes pruning is painful. It feels like we've suffered a loss. It doesn't seem easy and it is uncomfortable. But we can fix our eyes on the fact that God has something more for us, something greater, and something better when he is pruning us. It gives us hope that it is not all for nothing. There is purpose to the pruning, and soon we will flourish again. Pruning is a season of transition and growth, and we must be open to how God is trying to grow us. And pruning, while it is painful, it is necessary for new growth. All of this is just growing pains, you guys. God grows new things from dead places, and we must be patient to endure and willing to endure these seasons of pruning so that the growth will come. Trust that the growth will come in God's timing. What I've happened to notice when I was watching this is that the woody stems have all started to turn green, and if they didn't, new growth would sprout off of them. And just like it feels dead, God will restore all of it over time. But you have to prune so that you can harvest again, right? So see? This looks all woody and dead, but look, if I cut it at the right line, green will come from this dead place, dead looking place. And again, over here they come, and they're blooming. Pruning is just another way of saying goodbye to hello more. So I'm gonna cut away. Because I have pruned before, I get to harvest again. Now, as I'm harvesting, I'm also pruning the plant. So it's similar to the mint, where I am going to cut just above a new growth section. Where I am going to cut right here, right above these two little nodules of leaves right here. And they are going to branch out and grow. And God wants us to branch out and grow too. This is why He prunes us. He is making us better and helping us to flourish by pruning. And especially over here, you can see the growth coming out of this. So it may seem like He's pruning away a lot, like I had to cut a lot of this down. But look at the growth afterwards. Look at the growth to come from this pruning season. Pruning is for your own good. I went there. Thank you guys for joining me on this second pruning video. I hope that you leave enlightened, feeling hopeful about the pruning seasons that God is putting you through, that they are good for us, and that they may help us to flourish and to harvest more. Pruning can be a way that God provides more for us and how He helps us to flourish with abundance. Look how the Lord provides. Basket after basket after basket. So many more blossoms to come, guys. Let Him do it. Surrender. Let Him do it. You guys, it smells so good. Just look how beautiful. And now I'm gonna go make a mint lemonade, or maybe dry a few of these for tea. So, you know what, guys? I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to be a gardener because God speaks to me in this garden every day. Something we bond over, and it's all because I relish this moment. And whatever you do, God is speaking. And I just encourage you to listen. There's meaning behind everything that you do. And God is trying to teach you things. He's trying to give you a lesson here. Every day has its meaning. And that's why He created it. So remember to slow down and pause and relish this moment. Alright guys, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.